All right, we're back, folks. Sorry, somebody was playing their stuff too loud as usual. Anyway, new world record. Everybody gather around. New world record Batman set. Batman has proven that he is the strongest superhero of them all, right? Stronger than Superman because Superman will not show up to this planet. That's right. Why? Because he's scared of Batman. That's right. Batman is here, and Superman knows that Batman is real. That's right. Spider-Man, he don't want no parts. He don't want no problems. Spider-Man knows what it is, boy. Like I said, the Batman has established yet another beautiful world record of 190 pull-ups in one set. That's right. It's 100% real, folks, and you can go see it right here on this channel. All right. So, like I said, is there any other contestants? Is there no one else? Like Achilles said, right? Hector! Hector! Is there no one else? Oh, I love it. I love it. There is no contenders when it comes to the Batman. That's right. Batman has set another world record of 190 pull-ups, people. That's right. 190. That's right. Probably could have done 200, but I like to give y'all a little bit of suspense of what to look forward to. Right. But I don't know. It's pretty hard. It was pretty tough. But I put the video up there. It should show the full, I think it's 190. It might be a little more. But it should show the full set of the 190. Like I said, yeah, I do them like mini pull-ups. I know what I'm doing, right? I'm the one doing them, right? I I, I have full self-awareness. I'm not you narcs. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like I said, there's a reason why I do it like that, just like there's a reason and a method behind all my madness. There's a method and a methodology for everything that I do and everything that I teach. Okay, and it translates in everything. Like I said, I mean, I do hundreds of pull-ups all the time, full extension, everything, and I can do a lot more pull-ups than probably anybody on the planet. I think literally anybody on the planet. Yeah, I mean, if they had me try out for the Marines, military, Navy SEALs, anything like that, there'd be nobody who could come close to me. I can guarantee it. That's the truth. So, that's why when y'all make your videos on social media, I honestly can't stand any of them. Hold on. I have a major issue, I would say. Well, not a major issue. I just don't like it. I mean, I don't enjoy the collective consciousness no more. Like the collective is completely brainwashed and has no idea what they're talking about. That's just the truth. You all make videos every day on social media. None of it exists. So it's just gotten to the point where it's so bad that like 90% of the world is talking actual delusion that doesn't exist. So, I mean, when are we going to go over the facts? I mean, they're talking about the military. Like I said, we know what the military was trained to do for years. They were talking about that when I was in North Carolina. You got people making videos saying, "Oh, the military is this and that, and the military is so great," and they're talking and bringing up other people and this and that, and saying nonsense. I mean, it's all good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being, an American. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who gave that right to me. And I'll proudly stand up next to you. And I don't know the rest of the words. Blah, 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 blah. I love this land. God bless the USA. There you go. Gave you a salute. So, see, like, you got to understand, like, we sing that, but yet, like, my family is who did all that. Like, you should be singing to my family, like, not these other people. They didn't do that. What are you talking about? They just are brainwashed and they listen to the people in the CIA who have the power to control and manipulate them. They didn't do anything for this country. That's the truth. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got targeted by that entity since day one. You ain't gonna hear me say nothing that ain't real. And the reality is not positive. I've heard tons of stories how they treat people. Like, yeah, nah. So I mean, let's get real. It's just the truth that whatever you want to call it, that entity, that organization, they're not super tough. They're not trained right. Um, we have never won. I don't understand why. I saw this guy. He made a video. He said the U.S. military is one of the most feared, blah blah blah, most powerful, blah blah blah, in the world. That couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm just saying that's the truth. I mean, the U.S. military has never been looked at like that, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. The U.S. military is viewed as a joke by most people in most of the country in the world, right? That's the actual truth. And a lot of you dudes, you're just dudes that you go into the gym, you take yourself too seriously, and you're a wage slave. That's about it. I mean, there's nobody you're going to find in the military who can come close to Batman physically. I can assure you that. I'm open to any challenges. I'm open to any contests, but let's do it for real publicly. Where if you want to do a pull-up contest, we can do it digitally through here, right? Any challengers, I can guarantee you that they will lose. Okay, right now, right? And I'm talking full extension, however you want to do the pull-ups, right? You will lose. I will win, and it's that simple. So people got to, put their money where their mouth is. Now there's no more talking. I mean, if any of the military or any Navy SEALs, any fake Marines, if y'all feel like you tough and you built like that, and you G tough and you strong, if you think you can compete with Batman, step on right up, and we gonna have a digital contest, and I'm gonna prove you wrong real quick, and you're gonna have to sit down and listen. That's about it. So yeah, nah, the military, they don't have any personnel that's slightly trained to the capacity that I am. They could hire me and give me a job, and then I could train them to, hopefully get to a higher strength level and mental, capacity, and be able to accomplish a lot more. But as of right now, with what I'm doing, I mean, I'm setting world records consistently, and I mean, I'm barely getting started. Okay, folks. So I mean, I've proven on camera nobody can compete with me, especially any military, Marines, Navy SEALs. I don't care who it is. They can't come close, bro. So y'all gonna have to just hold that L and accept that. And like I said, any challengers, all you got to do is film a video. Film a video, put Batman or put my name, Tyree Sneed, and say, I want to do a challenge, right? And do the amount of pull-ups, because the muscle ups I can't really do in this facility because there's other bars on the side in the way. So I could do them, but I can't do them clean the way I want. So just do like a pull-up video. That's all you do. Tag my channel, right? And show me what you got. You know what I mean? I can pretty much guarantee that. I mean, unless it's fabricated or AI or an edited video, there ain't nobody who can come close to competing with me. You understand? And I mean, any kind of pull up, full extension, any kind of grip of pull up, they ain't coming close. So, like I said, there you go. All you got to do is tag my name. And then guess what? That helps me promote the channel. So I challenge all fake Marines, because I have no respect for none of these agencies, and neither should you. No, they've done nothing for us. They literally were trained against the American people. And that's what they've been doing for years. I mean, come on, bro. There's agencies right now that have gone on strike and they refuse to work. And that's probably why, because they're saying, like, they have guards in prisons that they're on strike right now. And the counties are being accused of that because it's illegal, I guess. And they just refuse to work. Why? Because they disagree with the policies that are being enacted. And that's what we want. I don't care what no one says. We want people. I'm not saying we want that, because I can't really say that. Well, I could, but I'm entitled to my opinion. But I mean, what we want is people who think for themselves. We don't want people who are wage slaves who just answer to the system. And isn't that what most of the military is? Isn't that all a Marine is? All a Marine is a guy that puts on a uniform and tries to go out to bars to hope that his Marine have to get a lady. Because you women and you fake women are so simple when you can't think for yourself. So-called women, not women. Women don't fall for that, right? Christina don't fall for that, right? Because my girl's a real woman. See, real women gonna look at you and laugh. Real women gonna just say like, yeah, no, I still don't take you serious. Like show me who are you. You know what I'm saying? A real woman ain't gonna care. Oh, you a Marine? Who cares? See, validation. You need outside validation. That's weakness. It's not strength. See, the entire culture that y'all came up in that you want to promote is weakness. Y'all don't know how to do for yourself and stand on your own 2 feet and represent yourself like me. This is why nobody, no military personnel, no Marines, no Navy SEALs, nobody could come close to competing with me. All right. When it comes to anything that I'm doing, any of these strength levels, I mean, pretty much anything. I mean, even speed, I'm getting pretty fast. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Unbelievable. So, end of the day, it is what it is. Like I said, a guy was driving today. He like pulled up over there and he was yelling, Batman. So that was cool. And I'm not even in my bat suit today. But man, it's crazy, bro. 190 pull-ups, mini pull-ups, whatever you want to call them. And like I said, I do like thousands of pull-ups, bro. I mean, I do hundreds of others off camera. I do a lot now because my training is very rigorous. And like I said, I got to be ready for everything I'm doing. So y'all think it's easy. This stuff, it takes real discipline. And I may have stumbled across another discovery that I'm not putting out there publicly, but something that may help me even to heal, I'm thinking. And it all takes discipline. It all takes massive discipline on a whole nother level that's not easy. It's very difficult. It's very hard. And like I said, at the end of the day, I can pretty much guarantee you now that I'll end up doing 200 of those, like without any doubt in my mind, because I could have done it today and I just, I got tired and I had already, gotten past the 170, which was the last record I set. These are all world records, man. I don't need Guinness to tell me. I don't need anyone to tell me. I know what I'm doing on camera. It's right there, and that's it. So there is no discussion. Anything else is immature, and I don't have time for it. And like I said, that's the whole point. All those companies do is lie. I don't care what none of you say. Guinness has lied a million times. So like recordsetter.com lied. That dude used fake weights. Ain't nobody gonna curl no 99 whatever pounds for reps, bro. It's impossible. You're lying. You understand? So recordsetter.com, I caught them in a lie. So it is what it is. The guy's looking at me. I don't know why, so I waved at him. But yeah, end of the day, he waved back though. He's cool. End of the day, it is what it is. And it's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about anybody's opinion, man. I'm just doing me. Little old me doing me. And that's about it. And it's definitely working. So I mean, I don't know. I'm impressed right now. I'm very impressed with today. I'm impressed with the results that I got. I'm just impressed all around. I mean, part of me can't believe it, but it's a pretty big deal, man. I mean, 190 pull-ups, whatever you want to call them, I really don't care. You want to say chin up, pull up, I don't care, man. It's a big deal, bro. All around, it's a big deal regardless. So, like I said, street ball stuff went well. I got some footage today, quite a bit actually. And I'm not really completely going hard as I can or playing at full capacity, but we had a little game and I was doing some baskets before that on my own, so I got footage of all that. So I have a ton of footage that I can put out and edit. So I'm going to try to take my time with it, because now I have all that footage, so it helps me. So I mean, probably have quite a few videos I can create from that. And that's it, man. Like I said, I know what I'm doing with this business. Like I said, we just pressed another check for $135 or so. It's probably still accruing. I got to see what's up about the $1,000 bonus. If they would give it to me, it would really get this show on the road for me. It would change things. It would allow me to get what I need, but I need money. And like I said, I mean, 135 measly dollars is not enough right now, and having to wait that long for the check, it's not going to work, So I mean, I don't know. We're getting down to the wire right now, the nitty gritty. But I just keep pushing and try to have faith. There's not much that I can really do, So that's why I need people to step up. Hopefully you will donate. I have a Cash App right there, $sign God 2023. And that's about it. But see, this is what I do for a living. I take it very seriously. It takes a lot out of me. It's not easy. And like I said, while most of you may go to your 9 to 5, this is my job. Okay? I don't do 9 to 5s, don't want to. I'm a chosen one. I'm meant to teach people how to get stronger emotionally, physically, spiritually. And I'm building a conglomerate company and business out of this. And it's going to work. It just takes time, and it's not easy when you're in the first phases of it and when you're dealing with a whole bunch of other stuff, and, outside circumstances. So that's why I don't play other games, right? Because I got enough things to deal with and problems, right? And like I said, 190 pull-ups is absolutely stupendous, amazing, and insane. And like I said, I mean, you could take, it doesn't matter who it is, bro. They're not coming close. They're not competing. And that's why when y'all get on the internet and you keep trying to pretend you have a voice, people don't talk like that. Real people. And if you do, then it shows that you're very sheltered and there's something wrong with you. Like, I made these videos back in the day and proved this and talked about this, and these people got online and said silly things like, yeah, he said that he's stronger than the whole U.S. military. I didn't say nothing. I had proven it way back then. I've been stronger than all of them since day one. I'm also better trained because I'm trained from actual real life situations and circumstances. Like I said, they made that movie, The Gringo, about me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy who's literally an expert and a reincarnated game master. You can't be serious. Okay? The things that I've been in and involved in, you could never comprehend or imagine. So I got taught by actual reality, where my adrenaline is pumping completely, and like I had to, be in situations that were extremely serious, right? So that's where I thrive. I thrive in that element, and that's why I'm Batman, right? So at the end of the day, this is what I'm going to continue to do. Nobody will stop me. I will continue to teach the public and do what I was called to do by God. No matter what anyone says or does, I will continue to teach my craft to the public and try to teach y'all the truth and some of the hidden knowledge, right? Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Right? And, something else, you Masons, I saw an interview about you Masons talking about being a master manifester, basically, and how you can attract whatever you want. And Einstein was teaching this. I mean, at no point did I hear Einstein teaching that, number one, nor did he really manifest much, in my opinion, from what I saw. So, I mean, y'all need to show the records of that if that's true. And then you talk about you're a manifester because you're a Mason. Hold on. All right. So as I was saying, like I said, yeah, the Mason was sitting there talking about, yeah, and a lot of the stuff that goes on at the lodges or behind closed doors hasn't been disclosed, of course, because we all know what you do and what you're about. We all know what Masons are about. We've known what Masons are about since day one. It's no figment of the imagination, right? And we know what you worship, right? And that's the problem with this country is all these people, right? They all are looking to Satan for everything. I represent God, okay? Like I said, if that's what you believe in and you don't believe in God, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, everybody's welcome to freedom and what you believe, but like if you're with that Satan stuff, yeah, nah, like you're the problem and you're a traitor of this country, literally. I mean, how could any world sit there and try to justify that? I mean, that's crazy. We live in a world where y'all do it every day through your music. That's pollution. It's not music. It's nonsense, right? And every day we have to see these people and listen to them and they want to act like they are somebody. These people don't even exist. None of them. All of them are just empty. It's an empty existence. If you study narcissism, it even says that. That's why when y'all want to talk about people, who them people don't exist. You want to talk about Jim Jones? Jim Jones is known for what he is. I don't have to say it. He's known as a joke. Nobody takes any of those people seriously. None of those people have any money. He's doing what their people have done since day one, which is begging for lump sums, right, to be handed to him, right? Something I never did, right? I'm turning around now and asking and demanding from everyone in the public to support me for what I've done and my business. It's a little bit different than begging. You see what I'm saying? Because I've actually done something. See, Jim Jones didn't put on a bulletproof vest and be Batman. Okay, he didn't put steel armor on and be Batman. He didn't do what I did. He's never done what I've done. Right? You ain't gonna catch me on no videos looking like him. So what are you talking about? Freemasons are irrelevant, buddy. That's what I'm saying. They get online, they get internet access, they want to pretend that they having a conversation that nobody cares about. Your views are manipulated. This whole platform is fake. And Gervonta Davis lost that boxing match to whoever the hell his name is. I forget. I'll have to look it up. What is it? I can't remember his name. But he lost. That wasn't a draw. He lost. And everybody said so who's smart. So, like I told you, this is what Masons do. Okay? And this is why I don't take them serious. This is why I don't really want to compete in their leagues, because they rig everything. They rig everything and they cheat. That's why the truth is that you have to be so much better, right? Just like these people can't drive and don't know how to just stay in their lane, right? Unreal, bro. Then they want to project, but like, you're the one who's driving. How is it hard to stay in your lane? I don't understand that. It's illegal to come into this other lane. It makes no sense. So, like I was saying, yeah, Gervonta Davis lost, and it's right there in front of everyone. He got made to look silly, which I knew was coming. Okay. And this is what Masons do. They build you up to break you down. They're doing it to him right now. I mean, he's in the worst position you could be in. See, this is the thing. You all want to talk, but all y'all are being pimped. You can say what you want, brother, but I'm not a wage slave. Okay? You could say what you want about me, but I own my own boxing league. You're more than welcome to tell yourself delusion, but none of it exists. At the end of the day, my league is just as real. It's way more real than theirs. Mine isn't rigged. Okay, there's no weight class in mine. So what are you talking about? I'm the champion in mine. I'm 10-0 in it, right? So I mean, could I lose in it? I mean, sure, especially with what I've been through. I'm sure it could happen. I mean, it would be a fluke, but yeah, it's possible. But the point is, the guy was better trained. He was better trained than Gervonta Davis, right? He was stronger. He obviously trained harder, right? He looked like he was in great shape for that match. You know, being real. I mean, I don't like none of them. I'm not a fan of none of them. I don't like none of them. I don't think any of them can come close to competing with me. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's all overrated. I mean, you got two dudes there and they're just playing patty cake back and forth. I understand, that. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that's not the best in the world, man. Back in the day, it was like people like Bernard Hopkins, all the heavyweights. I mean, Tyson, like that stuff was exciting. I mean, this stuff is really not that exciting. And they try to make it like it's something it's not by just trying to make noise. Like, ain't nobody really excited to watch that stuff. I don't watch it. I don't watch none of them, bro. I just see some of the videos after. That's it. Why would I waste my time? Like, they're all scrubs, bro. I'm just talking real talk, bro. Like, if y'all don't understand that you could definitely put me into that boxing circuit, and especially if I had trainers, if they helped me with like my diet and food and all that, say that, y'all get all those tools accessible to you. If I had that, man, let's stop it. Even in your leagues, even if I have to meet a weight, I'm sure I could do it, and I bet you I'd win. But that's my point. I don't understand the point of weight classes. Weight classes doesn't make it fair. It makes it unfair. It makes it completely something else. Like that's not boxing. Boxing is when two guys go in at their healthy weight and they get to it. There shouldn't be no weight class. This is why they y'all sit there and say, this is why they have weight classes. You don't need weight classes. You need to learn what you're doing. So this is why, boy, stop it, man. I've been up against people that were 3 times my size. Okay, and there wasn't even any of that. It wasn't even a boxing match. Okay, I mean I've done that with everything, bar security in the street. I mean, come on, homie. Y'all talk a good game, but you ain't real. It's just like when this dude got on here and said, "You're gonna have to prove that tough guy." I like what, bro? You have to recognize some of reality. I mean, I've proven how tough I am my entire life. I'm 35 years old. I mean, I have all the stripes in the street. I mean, everyone respects me and knows I'm real. I mean, I don't have anything to prove. What I need to prove is that I'm soft. So you got it backwards. You need to prove that you're tough because you never have, right? And I need to prove that I'm soft. I need to try to be as soft as possible, like a little cupcake, because I already made it and that's my job now. I have to be soft. Okay? I don't want no problems. I'm soft. Right? Even though we all know better, we all know who and what I am. Right? So the whole thing is when you're in a position like me, it's a little different, man. I'm a public figure. I got different rules. I got people that would love to trick me off my throne. You got to learn how to move. You got to learn how to act. You got to learn how to approach things. And as a businessman, that's what you want. Even 50 Cent did the same thing. You didn't see 50 constantly trying to talk crazy to everybody. He didn't want to do that. They made him do that. He would try to be nice to him. He'd get Styles P on the phone. He's a businessman. He knew how to talk. You know, he tried to negotiate these deals. He wanted to broker record deals for him. And I mean, I'm not saying that people should have done business with him. You know, I mean, he might have messed them all over if he could, you know, that's kind of what it seemed like. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, he didn't want to get like that. That's why he would tell him, like, are you really acting like you can compete? And then he showed, like, Cameron. Cameron is nobody. Cameron's never been anywhere. Cameron's never had any money. Cameron talks above his head like all of them do. And Cameron is a nobody. Jim Jones, a nobody. Joel Santana, a nobody. Nobody cares about Dipset. Dipset is known for snitching on Max B and setting him up. What are you talking about? Jim Jones is known for trying to pretend that he's tough with some scrub on some weird show, and yet there's all these videos of the truth about Jim Jones and what happens everywhere he goes. That boy can't even walk around New York or anywhere. I mean, there was other states they didn't even play his game at all. He was trying to do that fake talk. And did you see what happened in that video? Because them boys wasn't playing with him at all. They wasn't hearing nothing he talking about. Real talk. Did you not see what happened? They all got right to it. You know, and Jim Jones and his security couldn't do nothing about it. So don't tell me anything about a guy that's clearly not a tough individual. Okay, I mean, come on, bro. You saw that elevator debacle that looked like a grandmother. I mean, come on, son. So this is what I'm saying. When you got people like that think they have a voice, what are you talking about? Don't ever repeat my words talking about let's get one thing straight. Yeah, let's get one thing straight. You project and that's what you are. Now be quiet. What? Walking into a whole arena that I done took over and run and going to act like you going to tell me anything. That's silly, bro. These boys is never going to get monetized. They'll never even get money on this network. They won't get paid. Who's the hustler? But see, if they was making money, they'd be rubbing that in all day. It'd be all they talking about. Oh, we getting bread on here, right? Because you enabled, right? So everybody does everything for you, right? Me, I'm a grown man. I do everything by myself, homie. Yep, no support system whatsoever. Can you imagine how hard that is? Yeah, boy, stop talking to me. What? See, people are petty, man. People are beyond super petty. Super petty like Tom Petty, right? So, like I said, at the end of the day, nobody cares about Dipset, man. Dipset's a joke. All of them are a joke. We know what they are. You know, I'm not in modern day slavery. I'm not in a 360 record deal, okay, that's literally a ball and chain deal, and everybody knows it. So what do you mean? Why do you think rappers wear these chains? Because what do chains symbolize? Exactly. So before you want to run your mouth and you want to keep talking from an ignorant perspective, because that's where you're talking from, why don't you listen and get real with yourself, homeboy? I mean, what are you going to do is the question now. You know, we got dudes on here, like I said, they fresh out of prison. They're not going to make a career on here. Nobody knows you. You can't even gain an audience, and you were given an opportunity, and you completely like didn't take it. Like, boy, you silly. Want to sit there and try to talk some nonsense when you've got no way of even like eating, doing anything, making any dough, boy, stop it. And that's them for you. All of them are struggling at all times. They can't even make 34 bucks. This one dude said he made 34 bucks and he sold somebody's music that he stole. That's a felony. Wow. Desperation has reached all-time highs, people. That man is on video saying that he could not afford a hot dog. That's what he said. He was crying. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the great tone space, remember? Right? Oh, and just understand, bro, like I'm not putting up with none of this nonsense on here. You know what I mean? Like I said, like they're all just sitting on this network wasting time. Like, yeah, like like why do they even have channels? Really, why? I mean, if you're not doing anything and you're just gonna sit there and try to talk, that's pointless, bro. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we ain't putting up with that. So, like I said, at the end of the day, this network is mine. I run everything. Christina loves me. Um, like I said, I don't know. I'm just trying to listen to God, man, and understand what's happening. And, that's about it, man. I have faith that God will do it. God will do the impossible and God will get it done. And I'm just going to continue to come on here and definitely ask the public and encourage people to donate. I'm a content creator. It's how I survive off donations. There's nothing wrong with that. I offer a service to the public. I do a lot for the public. I make you laugh. You know what I mean? If you want to call it entertainment, then I'm an entertainer. That's fine. Just like Christina said, I'm basically like a professional comedian if I want to be. I'm pretty funny, right? But I'm also a very serious guy and a gangster, so don't get it confused, right? So at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just me. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to impress anyone. I don't try to be anything I'm not. I'm just me. I like what I like and I do what I like. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I have this career and opportunity and availability, adaptability to adapt to my environment and do this. I made this a full scale career and I've been doing it for quite a minute. And obviously, what I'm doing is working. I mean, nobody can contest that because, I mean, if I just did 190 pull ups and set a world record, it's just like they said in the readings, they said jaws are going to drop. Like, yeah, people are going to catch on that I'm the real deal. I'm not fake, man. Nothing I'm saying or doing is fake. Um, my journey with God is not fake, and God is definitely not fake. God is real as it gets, and like I said, God talks to me. God is the only reason I made it this far, and I stand with God always, man. That's all I got to say, Other than that, I saw some video lady that I was and telling something about, she said something about that this everything here is a misconception and we're supposed to reject it all. That doesn't even make sense, bro. When you're going through stuff, you don't have time to think about that. And she literally brought up, like, I'm not even going to say it on here, man, because it's just disturbing, but and she was just saying that you're supposed to go the other direction and everything, and that doesn't make any sense. That, oh, the esoteric knowledge is that they know that we're repeating a cycle in life. Like, I don't think that we that. I mean, I know there's evil, but I don't think it's to that extent, dude. They're saying that we're in a time loop and a time warp, and that's just not true. Because if it was true, well, that's fine. Then we just don't know any better and we stay doing what we're doing. But clearly, we come back here for a purpose. To say it's in our control and it's the decision is crazy. It's just insanity, bro. And that's the problem with Masons. They want to play God and act like they have an answer for everything. Nah, bro, I think if anything, reincarnation is definitely correct. I believe I've definitely reincarnated probably millions of times. And I think you come here until you learn all the lessons and reach enlightenment. You understand? And that's why, for me personally, I think, I've reached enlightenment. I really do, at least to some extent. So I'm doing pretty well. right? And that's the whole goal of life, is to reach enlightenment. And, anything else, I mean, this is just a gateway, man. It's a gateway and a portal like anything else. Ain't none of us here forever. It's a portal, and it's to learn something and learn a lesson and take away from it. And that's the problem with these Masons. They don't want to look at it like that. They all want to move to Mars and go live in space on Mars. Then you got Elon Musk supposedly stating that there is no outer space, that there's some barrier called the firmament. So why are you trying to get through the firmament? And how scary is that? Y'all are saying that behind the firmament is maybe water, and that the space is an ocean. And you're trying to, like, think about common sense, y'all. Like, think about how insane people like Elon Musk are. You're trying to get through a firmament. Listen to this. Like in the beach, when you're in the water, what happens? When you get, like, I used to get swept under the waves in San Diego, right? Like, people like him scare the hell out of me. Like, they terrify me, seriously, because he's so maniacal. He doesn't have a concept of reality. Like, he's out his mind, bro. And he's not smart. He didn't build no rockets. He ain't done nothing. He's just a puppet. That dude is trying to get through that firmament, bro. If they're saying space is an ocean, what if we're like a big sphere globe, right? That was meant to be housed within an actual ocean, just like they claim there's little cities in the ocean. What if they get through that firmament, what happens to us? Common sense, right? Now, that's scary as hell, bro. You're going to try to get through a firmament where you're saying that space is like an ocean and it's water. Oh, great. Okay. So if it's a firmament and there's a leak in it and you get through that firmament, then what? Then all the water is going to come in here. That's not that's terrifying, bro. Like, seriously, I mean, that even scared the hell out of me. So, like, I don't know what his deal is. He needs to resign. They got to get, like, he got to stop working. Like, straight up, bro. Because, like, he going to make a mistake that's going to cost all of us. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's terrifying to me. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a firmament, leave it alone, bro. If there's a barrier there, there's a reason why it's there, right? Come on, dude. I mean, this don't make no sense. Like, you have technology, just send a satellite up there and take a look. You don't got to do all this extra stuff. So what was the point of the rocket launches that was shaking everything, right? The whole ground. What's the point of those if you're saying there's a firmament? He said himself, it was his exact words, that there's no such thing as space, basically, and that it's actually a dome, that there's a firmament. So it doesn't make any sense. You're contradicting yourself. You're saying there's a firmament, but you can't stop trying to play God, and you won't just leave it alone. You're trying to get through it. Why? You understand? Like, and I just pray, and I know God is real, and hopefully He doesn't allow that to happen, because that's scary as hell, man. Like, I mean, they even showed a thing. They showed, like, the water at the beach, and you know how the water does, like, little swirls and swivels. And then they show images taken of stars and planets. And I know stars and stuff do this because I've done it with my camera. And you see them and they start morphing and they look like water. And that's the thing, is like they're really starting to come to a conclusion that maybe space is all like water. Like, we're in the real ocean. We're in some kind of deep, vast ocean. That's scary as hell, bro. Like, that firmament is there for our protection. I don't care what you say. That firmament is there because it needs to be there. Nobody in their right mind tries to get through a firmament, okay, that's housing us here. You don't do that. That's not what you do. God is not going to play about that either. So good luck to him. That's all I got to say. I mean, Elon Musk is a man that wants to get through the firmament and has no regard for all of us, the entire human race. And this is the people that y'all want to talk about. Boy, stop it. I do want to make microchips and do mind control, and y'all want to actually listen to this dude. Boy, stop it. This nation is sheep. That's why I told you, like, I don't waste my time worrying about what y'all do. I'm a victim of it. I didn't make this world. I don't have that kind of whatever, if you call it power. I'm not in that position, wouldn't want to be. They're making decisions that affect all of us. How does he have that right? He's a regular person like anybody else. He ain't special. He ain't. There ain't nothing special about him, dude. He's just a dude that they facilitate his expenses for right now, and blah blah blah. And he goes around pretending he's someone he's not. He ain't tall. He ain't strong. He ain't smart. I mean, come on, boy, stop it. Somebody who's really smart, like a genius like me, trust me, They're going to be doing strength feats like this, and they're going to be in good shape. Because if you're a genius, you're going to use your mind and think, and you're going to know how to do these things. Someone like him, he's so out of shape, it's unreal. All he does is sit around and talk. You know what I mean? And this is the problem with the world. And then y'all want to talk about women like any real woman is going to go for that nonsense or cares about fake money. Masons don't have money. I think that whole thing with Trump and Zelensky was a fake too and a show. I think none of it exists. I think that's the actual truth. And I think it's just like wrestling. I think they're friends, like they said, behind closed doors. And then they just fake it and pretend that they're having a little argument, right? I mean, it all makes no sense, man. Like I said, Trump has dinner with Putin. He has dinner with Kim Jong-un. I mean, don't tell me that there's not a secret shadow government that runs the world. I mean, this is common sense stuff. It's making me nervous, but this. So, end of the day, 190 pull-ups, world record, people. I am the world record-setting Batman that I am. I am what I am, like Yahweh I am. And I'm very proud of myself. You understand? Right now, always, and every day. So, like I said, who can compete? Anybody can step up, tag my name, film your video, and let's do a public challenge now. I'm about ready for that. Real talk. I bet you can't nobody come close to me in this calisthenics game all around. Oh, and I did a lift today and I held it. So clearly I'm on to something, right? Clearly I'm figuring out how to kind of manipulate my own strength too and bring it to other levels that are pretty much superhuman. You might want to worry about that because this is not your knowledge, it's my knowledge. And I know what I'm doing. I discovered all this on my own, and God told me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It is what it is. End of the day, Sneed Enterprises will come into existence. And that's the thing, these people, the more you learn, the more knowledge, whether it's esoteric or whatever from God, this is from God. This is not esoteric. God taught me this knowledge. The more knowledge that I gain, the more I laugh at people, because these people are all driving these little cars, whether they own them or not, or on payments. They're all wage slaves. And meanwhile, I'm learning things that you could never comprehend that completely contradict that philosophy of trying to have so much and have everything and drive y'all's little Mercedes and around and pretend you're somebody. Nobody cares. It's the truth. Nobody real cares. There's people like me who are studying concepts you couldn't even understand or comprehend, right, that are a whole lot more powerful than you, and we ain't worried about the silly stuff, man. You know what I mean? And I own my own car lot. I don't care about what I have. I knew that a long time ago. I knew you never care about material possessions. That's a negative no matter how you deal with it or do it. I never cared. That's why I get everything, because I don't care about money. I manifest money because I don't care. You understand? You should try it sometime. It might work for you. Hadn't seen more money than your entire government combined. Boy, stop it. Y'all are funny. You know what I mean? So, like I said, life is about learning. It's a learning experience, and I'm learning. And I'm a prophet and a Messiah, the Messiah, and I don't care what anybody has to say or thinks. It's just that simple. All right. So, like I said, do what y'all do. I'm gonna do what I do, and we're just gonna keep on, winning and trying to push farther and farther, and definitely push the strength limits farther. I'm real happy about doing that lift today and holding it as long as I did, though. I think that's the first time I've ever held it that long. Progress, people. Like I said, do my digital training. You can pay for it right here. It all explains it right there on my community wall. Talk to y'all later. Pay me.